mimic and I replicate. I know just how to make perfect conversation goes without a complication. What goes on behind these eyes? You only see the disguise. I mimic and I replicate. Only inside I break. Inside, only inside I break. I'm wearing camouflage and only I know that it's not my face you see. I'm being torn apart, my broken heart. That's why I'm wearing camouflage. I'm wearing camouflage.
Hey Niels,
Hi there.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Niels. So how was the day so far?
I'm pretty good. It's quiet Sunday here.
Yeah.
Nice and sunny out, as you can tell from the background. So, kind of wondering if I should go out and enjoy the sun while it's there. But here in Denmark, it's right on the cusp of being fall. So
Yeah.
I think we had frost in the night time for the first couple of days and stuff. So yeah, I'm just kind of contemplating what to do.
Gotcha. Gotcha. You have to stay safe.
Yeah, thanks.
Super. And Niels, your third full-length album, third, is to be out on October 25th. So would you like to tell me a bit on the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Yeah, sure. Well, Three, our new album, is the first album where we are reformed as a four-piece because obviously we were all a part of the first album. Then I left the band for reasons not regarding the band at all, and I've been away for a few years. And the guys made their second album, Theater of the Mind, which was also really great and did really well. And I think our mentality for this new album was that we wanted to bring it back, like show we're back together, but we didn't want to go back to either the first album or the second album. We wanted something new. We wanted to improve our songs, write the best songs we've ever written. Try different stuff, different kind of melody lines, different kind of vibes, themes lyrically as well. So we agreed early on that we wanted to try and work with a producer because we've been banned for 10 years, so we have our certain habits and our certain ways when we write music. So we agreed to find a producer in order to shake things up a bit, try to combat some of the tropes we had so our songs wouldn't be too similar. And we found a great producer in Nicklas Sonne of the Danish band Defecto. He was also in the preliminaries for Eurovision here in Denmark. And he was a great guy. We had such a great time writing the songs with him and working on the songs in the studio, and we really just appreciated his feedback, which shows in the music as well, because I think this album is the first time we did synthesizers in the background and worked a lot more on soundscapes, having something other than just guitar, bass, and drums and vocals on it. Worked a lot of the harmonies, worked a lot on maybe we should try a different vibe for this song. So I think that turned out really great. We're all really happy about it, which also means that this album is a very mixed bag. There's some of the more classic Black Oak County hard rock that you might know, some of the more melodic stuff that might have been on the second album, and something a lot more metal, which is new to us.
Really, yeah. Super. And does three has some kind of a concept or a theme behind it?
We were trying to work it out if we should work from a certain theme or a certain standpoint. But I think that even though there isn't an overarching theme, we didn't set out to make let's make this an epic album, let's make this a fun album or whatever. There still was a theme of a lot of the songs are very personal, even though they sound very hard rock and metal and will get you a hit banging and stuff. The lyrical themes are very personal and also kind of dark sometimes, but in a therapeutic way. It was a way for us to get words onto the page, and in order to let go of those struggles or emotions we might be fighting ourselves.
Awesome, awesome. Does Free resembles that is your third album, or does it have some kind of meaning behind it?
Yeah, it's just because that's our third album. You know, we didn't know what to call it. This first album was obviously self-titled, and the
Yeah.
second album, Theater of the Mind, was titled that because the songs were a lot about, you know, inner struggles as well and what goes on, you know, inside of your head. And I think that because there's so many different themes on this album, we just wanted to call it three. Also, like as an homage to some of our favorite albums, you know, some of the Zeppelin albums are just, you know, titled with numbers and stuff like that. And it was also kind of a tip of the hat to that sort of stuff.
Sounds good. Sounds good. And speaking on the album, 12 mind-blowing, heavy rock songs
Oh,
on it.
thanks.
Like each and every song, beautifully written, great musicianship. The vocals is totally awesome, and it's like it's going through the entire album is like it cannot stop in the middle. Like you just start it and you just end it. That's how this album goes out. So I really enjoyed listening to the 12 songs on this album. And as a band, as a creator, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this new album?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. Really appreciate that you like it. And I think we are really happy with it as well. The songwriting process has been completely different to us because we have worked with a producer for the first time. So for some of the songs, we wrote, you know, most of it ourselves. We had like ideas or full songs that we will bring to our producer, and then we will tweak it in order to get it just right. And other songs were just bits and pieces that we put together in the studio with the help of our producer. And I think because of that, we were in the beginning of the process, we were a little skeptic. You know, we didn't really know what we would end up with, but we are so proud of the final product because all the songs are so different, and yet they are so Black Oak County at the same time. You know, there's not a lot of songs. There's not a single song on there that we listen to and like, yeah, it doesn't sound like us, or I'm really not happy with that, or and stuff like that. And we're just really proud of it. They're so different, the songs. Some of the songs are obviously brand new to to the listener, but some of the songs, like "Wake Up," is actually a very old song of ours. One of the first songs we played live when we were called Great White Buffalo 10 years ago, and we just never, you know, we never got it just right when we wrote it way back. But then with the help of our producer and just trying to, you know, look at it again with new eyes, we figured out a way to make it work, and we're really happy to finally share this song with everyone, even though it's an old song to us, but it just got a completely new package and stuff. You know, and there's a lot of stories like that on the album. You know, some songs are, I wouldn't say left over because it's not like it was, you know, trashed or whatever for recent projects, but just songs that we knew would do something great for our sound, but we could never finish them just right. So we're really happy to have those on there and to have some of the brand new songs on there that were like made for the album and stuff.
Awesome, awesome. And speaking on the videos, two official videos so far, Save Your Breath and Fire Inside, and also two lyric video, Boom Boom Baby and Cross the Line. So would you like to speak on the making of these official videos, Save Your Breath and Fire Inside?
Yeah, so actually, Save Your Breath and Fire Inside were the two first songs we recorded for the album, and we recorded them as singles because we were kind of shopping around between record studios and producers. We also made, before this album, we made Back for Blood and It's On You with a different studio and a different producer. And we were kind of just trying to figure out what we wanted to do. So Back for Blood and if you, It's On You also had live music videos, and we wanted to do the same for Fire Inside and Save Your Breath. And we have a really good relationship with a photographer here, Rasmus Ellenker, and he's a like house photographer. He most of the time does all our music videos, and we're really happy with working with him. So yeah, it was just great to be able to make new music and make cool videos for it, and you know, try to test the water in a way. You know, see how the audience reacted to it. How did we react to the new songs made with different studios and stuff. And then the lyric videos for Boom Boom Baby and for Across the Line, I think it was mostly of a time constraint for us. I think if we had the time, we would have made music videos for these. But we've been so busy in the studio finishing the album. We also have played quite a lot of shows in Germany and in Denmark, and we have this big release show coming up for our album October 25th, and a big national tour of Denmark as well. So we've been so busy with other projects that it's just hard to find the time to make real music videos for them. I
Yes.
will say, however, next Friday on the 11th, our new song Camouflage drops, and there is a music video for that we actually shot ourselves,
Amazing.
shot and edited ourselves. So we're really excited for people to check that one out.
I'm really looking forward for the music video for Camouflage. Thank you. And like I said, you are having big plans for the record day release. So would you like to reveal what's the plan for the day?
Yeah, we're working on it right now as well. It's funny because a lot of these songs we played in the studio many months ago now,
Mm.
and because we have had other touring dates and schedules and stuff, we haven't really practiced them. We only played them in the studio. So right now we're spending a lot of time, picking out what songs we'll play from the new album and trying to remember them again. Actually, how did that went? Because we only played it once or twice in the studio. Um, so yeah, I think our release show in our hometown on October 25th is going to be great. It's going to be the longest set we've played yet, and we're going to try to have a mix of all the best songs we have from the first, second, and third album.
Fantastic, fantastic. And speaking of touring, I know you have quite some days within Denmark, but are there plans to tour, take Blackhawk County to the other sides of the world as well?
Yeah, we have just for the first time this year we've played three shows in Germany, and they went great. We did not expect to be as well received in Germany as we've been. But just a couple of weeks back, we played two festivals, maybe to somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000 people in the course of a couple of days, and it's really great for us to be able to go outside of our country's borders and be that accepted by fans. And
Yeah.
we can see from our social media and from our Spotify that we have hundreds and thousands of listeners across the globe, and we're just trying to make it work, trying to see how can we come and play for as many people as possible. We would love to go to America, obviously, to Asia as well. I know, particularly in Japan, we have a big following, and actually a Blackout County cover band in
Oh,
Japan as well.
awesome.
That was really crazy. We received a YouTube link one day of these young high school kids just playing the entire first album front
Oh.
to back, and it was just surreal. But yeah, for next year we have more shows in Germany. We have a show coming up in Switzerland, and we are in talks of coming to the UK as well. And obviously, in time, I hope we will come to the entire world, basically.
That'd be awesome, Niels. And 10 years of your career and three full-length albums now. So how do you feel the road that you have traveled so far?
I think we're on the right course. 10 years sounds like a long time, but I think in this business, it's very hard to just make it from day to day. There is a lot of preparation, and you can see, whomever of your heroes you might be looking at, they've been playing for years and years and years in order to make it to where they are today, right?
Yeah.
But we're really feeling the wheels turning. The pace is ramping up. Of course, we've been playing for 10 years as a band. In just a few years, our first album has its 10-year anniversary, which is crazy. But we're playing shows all over Europe. We are playing a national tour for the second or third time by now. We're getting offers from all over Europe to come play for festivals, and we can see on stuff like Spotify and YouTube that there's so many people tuning in and listening to us, and it just it brings us so much joy,
Yeah.
and really it's just great. It really wants us. It really fuels our drive to get out there and do more and just become the biggest band in the world or whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know there has been a lot of highlight moments over the years, but is there something special that has happened to you over the years and that you want to share with me today?
Um, it's hard because there's been so many different things. There's been a lot of firsts. The first way back, the first time we got booked to do a real show, we actually got paid. That was big. And then I remember the first time we supported a big band. We played support for the Dead Daisies many years ago. But, that was like a holy shit. That's the guy from Whitesnake. That's the guy from whatever. That was really crazy for us. I think recently it's just been crazy to see like the recent highlights. Our song "Pretty Pistol" just reached 1 million plays on Spotify. Going to Germany for the first time and playing 3 amazing shows for thousands of people. It's been mind blowing to get that kind of reception all over the world. And actually, just last week, or actually this week, we were nominated for an award in Denmark. There was an award show for heavy metal and hard rock, and we were nominated for Single of the Year for the second time in a row. So that's also, that's a huge confidence boost. We're so happy to just be nominated in that category.
Awesome, Niels. And Niels, finally, any message that you have for the Black Oak County fans around the world?
Just, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much for requesting us on your local radio stations, for leaving comments on our social media, for checking out our social media, and just for checking out our songs. I really hope we can come and play for each and every one of you at some point in our career. So until then, check out blackoutcounty.com for tour dates. Write us a message on Instagram or Facebook. We'll be happy to get in touch with you. And thank you so much for tuning in, for sticking around. We really appreciate it.
Awesome. And Niels, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for album number 3. Great album. Like I said earlier, totally loving it. I think a lot of people will fall in love with this new album. And thanks for the awesomeness that you guys have been giving us for the last 10 years. You guys are really rocking the world. Thanks so much for the music. And I wish you all the best. And I'm really hoping someday we'll meet on the road.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much for having me for this interview. Really appreciate it.
Take
See you
care.
around.
Yeah, take care. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.